The 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Khyree Jackson, defensive back, Oregon.
Who was Khyree Jackson and how was his career? For the past 3 weeks, I spent time researching his life and career to bring you this detailed video. But before we start, I must say rest in peace. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story of Khyree Jackson and who was he really? Growing up, Khyree was just like any other kid with dreams of making it big in sports. But he had something extra and a natural talent and determination that would eventually carve out a path to success. Growing up, Khyree was a straight standout, and coaches quickly noticed his agility and how strategic his mind was in the game of football. He was always a step ahead, even at a young age. One memorable moment was from a local Little League championship game. When it was the final quarter, his team was down by 6 points and Khyree had the ball. With seconds left on the clock, he made a run that seemed almost impossible, juking people and scoring a game-winning touchdown. That moment was just a glimpse of what was to come for the young star. But his talent on the field wasn't just about his physical abilities. What really set him apart was his mental game. He was known for having the ability to read the field and anticipate plays, executing them with straight precision. And of course, as he grew older, his skills only got better, and then his reputation started rising as well. Fast forward to high school, and people quickly began noticing how good Khyree Jackson was. One of the earliest signs of his future stardom came during his high school years at Wise High School in Maryland. Here, Khyree's skills truly began to shine, and he quickly became a player everyone was talking about. There's one game in particular that stands out, and it was the state championship. As the clock wound down, Khyree playing quarterback and using his mental abilities made a game-changing interception, securing the win for his team. Scouts from top colleges would begin to talk about his performance under pressure, and offers started pouring in as a result. As college football approached, it was time for Khyree to make a decision. And what other team to make a decision with than Alabama? But this decision wouldn't come without any challenges. College football is a completely different game than high school. For example, how do you handle the pressure of playing at a higher level? And what were the key moments during his college career that solidified his reputation? Let's dive into it. Transitioning from high school football to college football is a massive leap for any athlete. I would know because I also did that. The game is faster, the players are stronger, and the stakes are higher. For Khyree, this was no different. His decision to go to Alabama would align with his dream of being in the NFL, just because we know that Alabama produces the most NFL-ready talent, and I'm not a fan. When he first made the move, it's like he would feel the instant pressure. He was no longer the standout player on his high school team. He was now among the best of the best. Get to that level, it's like every practice, every game, and every decision that you make carries so much weight. Khyree's freshman year at Alabama was a learning curve. He had to adapt to new playbooks, a more complex defensive scheme, and an entirely new level of competition. One of the biggest challenges came during a game against a top-ranked opponent. He will be given the task of covering one of the best wide receivers in the league. And of course, he made some mistakes, got beaten on a few plays, but he also showed flashes of brilliance. And this game was a turning point for him early in his career, as it showed that he really belonged on the stage and could compete with the best. By his sophomore year, he finally was finding his footing. The game really started to slow down for him and his confidence grew. He became a key player in Alabama's defense, known for his lockdown coverage and ability to make big plays in crucial moments. But it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. Of course, Khyree's journey was not without setbacks. Injuries are an unfortunate part of sports, and Khyree definitely had his share. A knee injury during his junior year threatened to derail the season, and for many athletes, this could be a career-defining setback. I've seen it. But somehow, some way, he was able to return stronger than ever. As he entered his senior year, it was like he started to hit his prime. He was not just a player anymore, but actually started becoming a leader for the Alabama squad. He was mentioned as a pivotal figure in the locker room, and a huge inspiration to those around him. In the semifinal game in the playoff run in his senior year, he delivered one of the best performances of his career, shutting down the opposing team's star receiver and leading Alabama to the championship game. It was without doubt that his poise under pressure and ability to deliver in critical moments became his trademark theme. Now, at this point, he knew he would be going to the NFL, and with the likelihood of being drafted high, Jackson would shift his focus and plans to what mattered most: the NFL draft. As plan, Khyree would go on to be drafted in the 4th round by the Minnesota Vikings. But as we all know, there was an unfortunate event that I'm not going to show or speak about, but his sudden passing left the sports world in shock. How could a rising star full of promise meet such a crazy end? On the night of his passing, Khyree was involved in a car accident. Reports suggested that he was driving at a high speed and lost control of the vehicle. While the immediate cause of death was the accident, the underlying factors paint a more complex picture. Some speculate that Khyree was under immense stress, possibly, but that's pure speculation. Others have started pointing to the possibility of substance use as a coping mechanism, though this remains unconfirmed. Either way, I think we should keep the conspiracies to ourselves and just honor the career. In the aftermath of his death, discussions erupted about the mental health support provided to college athletes. Get it? Critics argue that institutions often prioritize performance over well-being, but hey, that's the sport. Remember Khyree, let's take this opportunity to advocate for better resources and support for those who entertain and inspire us. His legacy goes beyond the football field. It's a call to action for better mental health awareness and care in sports. Thank you for watching this video.